how many businesses have you acquired, let's say, in the last 12 months?
12 months, none.
Yeah. So do you think you might be missing out on a growth opportunity by choosing not to have a very aggressive inorganic strategy?
Our company has been characterized by building out a strategy that is unique in the industry and executing diligently on it, right? So there will be different strategies that different people will follow and different philosophies that different people will follow. I don't see us significantly going away from our strategy and our philosophy, considering the success that we have enjoyed and the value creation that we have actually enjoyed. Having said that, ours is not a 100% organic strategy. We are very, very selective, but we are very successful in our inorganic strategies. And that's why, as I said, we participate, but we are careful about what asset we want and what price we are ready to pay for it. And as long as it meets those two criteria, we are very keen to pick it up. So our strategy is a very deliberate, a very disciplined inorganic strategy, but it is different than others. And we are quite happy with where we are, and I'm sure others are too.
Yeah, no, so again, I don't mean to make this an onerous comparison, but how else can one benchmark, a company of your size, except to look at a global peer that's maybe substantially larger, but still is, using this strategy in an aggressive fashion, right? For example, 46 acquisitions worth over 4 billion in FY21 at Accenture. And I can't help but think that is an effort or a way to target specific growth areas, specific, talent segments, specific knowledge segments. So I'm just wondering whether if the largest player in the business is doing this, is there more growth available through a more inorganic, aggressive strategy?
Let's put it this way. That's not the only way in which we are different from many others, right? So, as I said, it's a different strategy, a different philosophy. And it is, I think, does not make sense to unbundle individual elements of it and compare it. We definitely are not seeking growth through inorganic route. We are looking at capability enhancement, market access, which in turn can lead to growth. So we are not our strategy is not 0-1-1, but it is more organic than aggressively inorganic. And that conservativeness on the inorganic path is likely to continue because we are building the entire organization around that structure.
So bear with me as I persist with this with this theme. One more question. At a time when demand is very high, and I'm sure you agree with me, this is a one-time reset, right, for a large part of the business world across countries as they pivot towards a more digital strategy. At a time when demand is so high and supply is difficult, as you articulated yourself earlier in the interview, would not an aggressive inorganic strategy allow you to capture more growth in these early years of that demand? Because eventually this will all, in 3 to 5 years, maybe 7 years, this will all get completed. This will be a one-time reset. So it doesn't make sense at this point in time, or how would you best attack, the fact that this is finite, 5-7 years, and therefore maybe this is the best way to do it now or not do it now?
Probably, Menaka, you put it best, because the difference in the way we are looking at it versus the way you are characterizing it is, we are looking at it as a once-in-a-decade opportunity. We are looking at it as a one-time reset. It's not a one-time reset. The similar situation will come after some time. So what's important is that our growth strategy should be internally consistent and sustainable. And that is why the strategic coherence and the strategic discipline is important. And it is not that this strategy is superior or that strategy is superior.
Sure.
What matters is, are you staying true to your strategy and are you building your structures and your processes on that strategy rather than vacillating between one or the other? So we do believe in the strength of the demand environment. We do believe that this is a cycle and which will keep repeating. And what is important for us is to build out on this on a consistent disciplined manner, and the opportunity universe is almost infinite.